Hi there, this is Mark Schauder with Sotheby's International Realty with another episode of Poway Today. Today I'm at Abraxas High School with Mr. Ledekin. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So we're on the tennis courts, or should I say former tennis courts here. Tell everybody what you do here because I'm sure most people have driven by and kind of wonder.
Well, we had this tennis court and it was needed to be repaired, and we decided to go ahead and start a garden. So we started a garden, and I'm the biology teacher here at Abraxas, and me and a couple of my colleagues said, let's build this garden, let's make it great. And so we started a construction class, and we had an ag class, and then I started this aquaponics class, and the whole idea was to teach the kids how to grow.
Right.
And then to the things that they grew, either take them home or donate them to the needy families in the area.
Okay.
And we've been pretty successful at it so far.
Now are the kids taking them home also?
Yes.
So they're all of a sudden getting new diets that they probably didn't have before.
Exactly. Well, so we always walk them around and say, try this, try that, and they're starting to see what fresh vegetables are about. And they're smart. Kids are smart.
Absolutely.
They just need to be exposed to things, and now they're starting to eat
healthier.
Exactly.
And what's this been like for you as kind of the innovator here?
Well, it's been a nice change for me. I mean, I've been teaching. I think it's my 19th year at Abraxas, and we've always done things differently here.
Right.
We've always been project based, and let kids kind of discover their own education path. And this has really been a nice shot in the arm for me because it's allowed me to teach a lot of. It's just opened up a whole new avenue for as I head into the last 10 years of my teaching profession.
And what is it that the kids love about working in the garden?
Well, they love it. I mean, they love every aspect of it. I mean, they come out in the morning, they get their hands dirty. If they want to do different projects, I let them do different projects. We start everything from seed. So I show them how to plant seeds, and then they see it sprout and grow, and then we plant it, and ultimately it gets to a place where we harvest, and they get to share it. Plus, they get to build. I mean, we have guys here that just want to crank a wrench.
Okay.
Or girls here that just want to crank a wrench, or like we'll have artistic girls or guy, who it doesn't matter.
Right.
Come out and plant flowers. I think they like the idea that it's not a book.
Okay.
That they can actually come out and discover ways to do this.
And a lot of them, you've told me, are starting to head in the direction of ag sciences and hydroponics and growing things in their backyards. And
absolutely. Well, I always talk to them about urban farming, how the cost of our food really represents what it costs to transfer it from either Central California or Northern California or Mexico or wherever. And there's money to be made. I mean, there really is. And plus, it's healthy, organic, and teach them what organic means. And I have several students that have gone through this that are practicing at home and actually, working in some of the bigger, like I have two guys that are working in farms in Encinitas.
Okay.
And we're always bouncing text off each other, and they want to learn how to do aquaponics.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then, so part of this is you have a pond where you have your fish, and the students maintain that?
Oh, yeah. So we made this pond. Home Depot loaned us a cement saw. We cut a 15 by 15. We started jackhammering it. Some of the neighbors were driving by and they said, hey, I got a jackhammer in my garage. And pretty soon we had 3 or 4 jackhammers up here. We jackhammered it and we dug it out 6 feet deep. Took all the rocks. We built the berm in the back where we were flooding in the back of the school. We used that rock. And then we taught them how to plumb it. We taught them how to form it. And then we taught them how to pour the concrete. And hooked up all the electrical. And so we have an 8,000 gallon pond with about 300 tilapia in it. And then that leads to about another 4,000 gallon aquaponics system. So we grow a lot of greens out of it. We've been using the same water over and over for 2 years. And my students, especially on the biology side, do all the water testing. I mean, we go from water evaporation rates to testing for nitrogen and ammonia and pH and how to control the water and all that.
So if they did that in a classroom, they'd probably be bored.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't change. You sit there for Months, it's the same.
Uh-huh.
You know, here it changes almost weekly.
Okay.
Depending on the weather, depending on how much the food the fish eat. You know, if you pulled out some plants, you have a tendency for the nutrients to rise.
Mm-hmm.
When nutrients rise, often the pH goes down. And so you add more plants, and it's just a constant turmoil. Not a turmoil, it's not a huge turnover,
Uh-huh.
but when you're dealing with water chemistry, little movements matter.
Got it. And how often are you testing the water?
We test the water once a week,
Mm-hmm.
and then we run a evaporation test every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then so we have data going back for 2 years of all this, where we can see our high months, how much water we're using, how much we're not using. Yeah, and then I've taught the kids how to sex the fish. So we taught them, we cut a male and 4 females, and we breed all the babies up in my classroom.
Okay. So there's really nothing that you're really buying. It's
No.
from seeds to the fish to everything.
Well, I mean, you know, it takes some money to run this place
Right.
throughout the year. Yeah, we put everything from seed, but like for the aquaponics, they have a special plug that we put in.
Okay.
And then we do have to buy starter soil, but you can see like this is all cauliflower and cabbage that will be in by the end of the week. We're
Okay.
shifting over into our fall process.
Okay.
We do tend to go through PVC pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just it's constant. But,
Right.
Yeah,
And you've had support from the community.
great support. I mean, tremendous support. Anybody who comes in and sees this garden understands it,
Mm-hmm.
and they understand what we're trying to do, and they know the kids we're trying to reach, and they are full supportive. I mean, so many just great groups in this area that have really helped.
Mm-hmm. And if the community wants to come see the garden, is it open for people to come see it?
Well, it all depends on,
Okay.
I mean, we're running a school. We're out here every
Right.
morning from 8 to 10 every morning. I run
Uh-huh.
2 classes here. They can get a hold of me
Okay.
if they want to have like a little tour or something. I mean, if it's on the weekend and it's
Uh-huh.
open, come on in.
Okay.
During the week, we have a process where you kind of go through the office
Sure.
and you come,
Sure.
you
But if it's on a weekend
Yeah,
and the gate's
so-
open,
come on in.
in.
Come on
Okay.
in. I'll send you home with some veggies.
Anything you want to share with the community that we haven't touched on?
Not really. Just want to thank their support. You know, check out our website. If you
Okay.
do want to make a donation to here, we'll gladly take it. We survive on grants and some of the other organizations, but you know, I think a lot of times Abraxas, people talk about Abraxas but don't really know what we do here, and this is a special place for a lot of kids that need a hand up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, come out and see what we're doing.
So one thing I know you told me is you've won 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So share that with people because that's
So,
important.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that we're actually the #1 high school garden in the nation the back-to-back years out of 26,000 high school gardens. We were voted on it by the National Garden Clubs Incorporated. So yeah, we're the champion. So yeah, come see what we're doing. We've just gone over 7,000 pounds of food donated to the needy in our community in the last 28 months. So I mean, not just are we growing it, but we're
Sharing it.
we're sharing it.
Yeah.
We're
Awesome.
getting it down the line.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Mark, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. This is Mark Schauder with Sotheby's International Realty with another episode of Poway Today.